we're joined now on GNAC Insider by Chandler Bishop, Western Oregon softball standout, a 4-year standout for the Western Oregon Wolves. Chandler, thanks for joining us tonight.
Hi, thanks for having me.
And I talk about the fact that you have been a 4-year standout. And there's no question about that. During your freshman year, you appeared in 39 games and you started in 31. And in your 3 seasons, you have really been a major cog as a utility player for the Wolves with time in the pitcher circle, first base, designated player, and I'm sure even other positions than the ones I just mentioned there. So let me ask you, you're kind of a jack of all trades in that regard. Do you have a favorite position?
I would say that my favorite position is honestly anywhere that I can get on the field. Obviously, I like pitching and first base and hitting as well, but I really have grown in my pitching game, so I would say that's one of my favorite spots to play in as of right now, but I also love first and I love to hit. So.
Now, you finished last season with a career best, talking about pitching, 3.73 ERA and a 2.72 opponent batting average in 12 appearances, 9 starts as a pitcher. Do you have an out pitch that you like to go to?
Yeah, I'm actually not so much of a pitcher that's going to blow it past you, so I really work on my down ball. So I would say that my drop ball or my changeup would be my out pitch for sure. Either one of those.
We talk with the softball performers occasionally here on GNAC Insider, and they talk about the drop ball. What is the key to making that an effective pitch?
I honestly think that just setting a batter up, changing their eye level in order to make that a really effective pitch, and then also just getting on top of it and really spinning the ball down, kind of getting a 12-6 rotation on the ball. That's key because then it'll hopefully, if it all works out right, go in pretty straight and drop off the table right when it gets to the batter. So if they do hit it, they don't hit it very hard and it goes into the ground and gets a ground ball out of it.
When the ball leaves your hands, do you know if it's a good pitch?
Oh, yeah, definitely. And you definitely know that it's where it's supposed to go to when you start to let go. And on the flip side of that, you definitely know if it's not about to go to the right spot. And so it's great to be able to have that kind of insider scoop on if the batter's going to be able to hit it very hard or if it's going to unfortunately come back right at you.
Chandler Bishop from Western Oregon softball is joining us. Let's turn that around a little bit, because from the batter's box, you also had 13 hits, 3 home runs, 12 RBI, and a .314 on-base percentage, playing at first and as a designated player for the Wolves last season. Because of your obvious acute knowledge of the pitching position, does that help you in the batter's box? Can you almost outthink your opposing pitcher?
Oh, yeah, it definitely helps in the sense of, trying to anticipate what pitch might be coming next. But I also try and stay out of my head a little bit, because if you overthink in the batter's box, it might go a little negative for you. So as much as I try and, anticipate what pitch might be coming next, I try and just go ahead and pick my pitch and put the best swing I can on that pitch that they give me.
The GNAC softball preseason coaches poll tabbed the Wolves as the preseason favorites heading into the 2020 campaign. What was the mood and what was the talk in the locker room when you found out that was the case?
Oh, when that came out, we were all so excited. We finally felt like we got the recognition we deserved. We've been a competitive GNAC team basically every year since Coach Sarge has been here, and so we've been wanting to get that number 1 preseason poll since the time he's been here, and honestly, we felt like we've been a little gypped a couple years in past, so it's great to finally be able to claim that number 1 preseason poll and be able to have that in our back pockets and have that type of motivation to try and hold that poll going into season.
You are, as I understand it, a community health major there at Western Oregon. What lured you into that possible career path?
Well, I've always been interested in the health of the community and just kind of the health of overall population. And I actually want to go into nursing, and so community health gave me the avenue of being able to play softball and as well as study something that would prepare me good for nursing school. So I would say that's what really got me in, because I didn't know what community health was, but I knew that I wanted to go into nursing someday, and that gives me a great avenue to go be able to do that.
You prepped and you grew up there in Arlington, Washington, and you decided Western Oregon was your college career path. What was it about Western Oregon? Because it's not just softball, certainly, but there's obviously the academics as well. What lured you to head down to Monmouth?
I actually came to campus for softball, and I got on campus, and it was just a small town feel. Arlington's a pretty small town up in Washington, and I knew that if I came here, it kind of felt like home. And right when I stepped on campus, like I said, it felt like home, and there was something that just drew me to come here. And right when I came on campus, I knew this is where I needed to go.
Are you going to be graduating this spring?
Yes, I'll graduate this spring, and then next year I'm not sure if I want to give up the game of softball quite yet, so I might pursue the coaching avenue for a year, see if I like that, and then the following year head to nursing school. But yes, I am graduating in this spring.
Well, Chandler, thank you for joining us tonight. It's been a delight to talk to you, frankly. Good luck this season, be it on the mound or in the pitcher's circle, obviously, or at the batter's box as well. Continued success in the classroom, and hopefully we'll have the opportunity to talk to you again as the Wolves, the preseason favorite in the softball poll, begin to get ready to, as you say, try to hold on to that throughout the upcoming season. So thanks for joining us tonight from down in Monmouth.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.